Let's be real for a second. We've all seen those videos. You know the ones. Some guy in his early 20s standing in front of a rented Lamborghini telling you that if you just grind harder or buy this crypto coin, you'll be retired by next Thursday. It's exhausting. It's fake. And honestly, it makes most of us just want to close the app and go back to sleep.
But here we are, looking at 2027 on the horizon. And if you're feeling like the goalposts for financial freedom keep moving further away, you're not crazy. The world has gotten expensive. The old rules are broken. But, and this is a big but, there is actually a path that is simpler than everyone makes it out to be. It's not easy in the sense that you can do it while sitting on your couch doing nothing, but it is simple.
If you give me the next 20 minutes, I'm going to strip away all the jargon, all the gatekeeping, and all the get-rich-quick noise. We're going to talk about a realistic, step-by-step blueprint to hit your version of financial freedom by 2027. This isn't about becoming a billionaire. It's about reaching that point where you don't wake up with a pit in your stomach wondering how you're going to pay for your life. First, we have to redefine what financial freedom actually means in 2027. It's not about having a private jet. In today's economy, financial freedom is simply this. Your passive income, or your freedom fund, covers your basic cost of living. That's it. Level 1 is just being unfireable because you have enough of a cushion that a boss can't threaten your survival. To get there by 2027, we have to stop playing defense and start playing offense. Most people spend their whole lives playing defense. They worry about the $5 latte. Look, I don't care about your latte. If a $5 coffee is what's standing between you and wealth, you don't have a spending problem. You have an income and a strategy problem. The first pillar of the 2027 plan is what I call the aggressive gap. Your lifestyle and your income are currently probably too close together. To bridge this in 3 years, you have to widen that gap ruthlessly. Not by living like a monk forever, but by doing it temporarily. I call this the dark period. If you can spend the next 18 months living like nobody else will, you can spend the rest of your life living like nobody else can. This means auditing your biggest expenses, housing and transport. In the US, we are obsessed with car culture. We drive $50,000 trucks to jobs we hate to pay for the trucks. If you want freedom by 2027, you might need to drive a boring car for a few years. You might need to rent a smaller place or get a housemate. Why? Because that extra $1,000 a month in the aggressive gap is the fuel for your freedom machine. Now, let's talk about the machine itself. Where does that money go? In 2027, the S&P 500 and chill method is still great, but if you're starting from scratch and want freedom in 3 years, you need more velocity. You need high-yield skills. The easiest way to increase your income without getting another degree is to look at what the market is desperate for. Right now, and moving into 2027, the world is desperate for people who can bridge the gap between AI and human problems. You don't need to be a coder. You need to be a solutions architect in whatever field you're already in. If you're a plumber, be the plumber who uses tech to automate your booking and lead gen. If you're a teacher, be the one who creates digital curriculum. The easy path is finding a way to decouple your time from your money. As long as you are trading 1 hour for X amount of dollars, you are a slave to the clock. You will never be free. To be free by 2027, you need to own something. You need to own equity. This could be stocks, yes, but it could also be a digital asset, a small side business, or even a YouTube channel like this one. Ownership is the only way out of the rat race.
Let's talk about the 3-year burn. Year 1, 2025, this is the year of the cleanup. You kill the high-interest debt. Credit cards are a financial emergency. If you have CC debt, you are on fire. Put out the fire first. You can't build a house on a foundation of quicksand. Year 2, 2026. This is the year of the pivot. This is when you take that aggressive gap money and you start buying or building assets. You're not looking for moonshots. You're looking for 8–10% returns or a side hustle that brings in an extra $500 a month. That $500 is the seed. Year 3, 2027. This is the year of scale. This is where compound interest and your extra income streams start to snowball.
I know what you're thinking. But the economy is a mess, the housing market is cooked, and everything feels impossible. I hear you, I really do. But history shows us that the most millionaires are created during messy times. When everyone else is panicking and pulling back, that is when the easy path opens up for those who are willing to stay disciplined.
The secret easy trick? It's boredom. Financial freedom is actually incredibly boring. It's the same habits repeated every single day for 1,000 days. It's checking your net worth once a month, not every 10 minutes. It's choosing a boring index fund over a hot meme stock. It's choosing a night in with friends over a $200 dinner out just for the Instagram story. The middle-class squeeze we talked about before, that's for people who refuse to change their expectations. If you want to get out, you have to accept that your 2027 is going to look different from your neighbors. They might have a new Tesla, but you'll have a paid-off portfolio that pays your rent. They have the appearance of wealth. You will have the reality of freedom. And let's talk about the psychological wall. Somewhere around month 6, you're going to want to quit. You're going to see a sale or a vacation or just feel tired of optimizing. That is the moment where 90% of people fail. They think, life is short, I should enjoy it now. And yes, life is short. But life is also very, very long if you have to spend 40 hours a week doing something you hate until you're 70. True enjoyment isn't a week in Cancun that you're paying off for the next 6 months. True enjoyment is waking up on a Tuesday and realizing you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. That is the easy way. It's the path of delayed gratification.
So, how do we start? Today. Not Monday, not next month. Today. I want you to pull up your bank app right now. Look at your last 30 days of spending. Don't judge yourself. Just look at it. Find 3 things that didn't actually bring you joy. Maybe it's that subscription you forgot about, or the 3 times you ordered food because you were too tired to cook. That money, right there, is your first brick in your freedom wall. Take that amount and move it into a separate account. Call it the Freedom Fund.
The easiest way to get to 2027 and be free is to stop thinking about millions and start thinking about monthly expenses. If your life costs $4,000 a month, your goal isn't $1 million. Your goal is $4,000 a month in cash flow. When you break it down like that, it stops being a mountain and starts being a staircase. You can do this. The tools are cheaper than they've ever been. The information is free. The only thing that isn't free is the discipline. If you're watching this and you're ready to commit to making 2027 the year you stop worrying about money, I want you to type 2027 is mine in the comments. It sounds cheesy, but public accountability changes your brain. It makes it real. We're going to keep diving deep into the specifics of these high-yield skills and asset building in the next few videos. So if you haven't joined the community yet, now's the time. Financial freedom isn't a gift given to the lucky. It's a trophy earned by the disciplined. Let's go get it. I'll see you in the next one.